Welcome to Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Join hosts Dan Melnick and Qasim Masood as they explore big ideas, limitless possibilities, and engage with visionaries, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders who dare to dream big, get inspired, motivated, and find practical tips for personal growth. Think big, dream bigger, and ignite your potential.
Welcome to Think Big with Dan and Qasim, and our guest today is Dvir Cohen. So if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, tell us where you live and what you do.
Okay, hey, nice to meet you, Dan. So my name is Dvir Cohen. I live in Israel, married, plus 3 kids, and today I'm the CEO of a company called Easy Commerce, and we do e-commerce. And we've been in the business for more than 20 years. Started on Amazon, and then jumping into Walmart, Target, Costco, and all the other online platforms.
Awesome. So how did you kind of decide to get into the e-commerce space?
Well, my story begins with a story. I finished a B Science degree in one of the universities in Israel, a B Science in computer and mathematics. And one day I sit down and write a children Kindle ebook. I write a book about a kid named Leo, that one night Leo cat's milkshake wakes him up because they hear a noise in the kitchen. So they go down the stairs and they see a little hole in the kitchen. And Leo and the cat found the mice in the hole. And they pull the mouse out, and it's a happy ending, and they free the mouse to his family and everything. So I took this story and loaded into Amazon Kindle KDP. And that was around 2000, when the Amazon didn't invent the program called FBA and so on. And I started to learn the Amazon platform. And at this peak, the book sold around 5,000 pieces per night. And imagine that, Dan, that you sell $2.99 and get a royalty of 99 cents, almost $1, and you don't use the warehouse, you don't produce the products in China or India. Everything is on the Kindle, everything is electronic. So I saw that there is a lot of money in the children Kindle ebooks. So I stopped my day job and started writing children books. And today I have more than 130 children Kindle ebooks that all was written by me. And from 2000, 2001 are still selling on Amazon. So that is my story. My story began with a story, and that was my starting point on the e-commerce platforms.
So in terms of your books, are they only in English or other languages? Like, how did that?
English is not my native language, so I found an American that did it, edit proof for my English, and all of the books are in English. Some of them were translated to Spanish, Japanese, French, become bestsellers, and so on. At the moment that Amazon published and gave the option to do FBA, which means fulfillment by Amazon, which means send us your products, we will do the shipping to the customers, and so on. Because I came with Amazon and I knew the algorithm, we started, creating real products. And then we raise and scale, and today we are almost 30 workers in my company that are doing e-commerce.
So do you guys only do books, or what other products do you focus on?
No, the books is only, I write for the soul, and until today I still write fully stories and so on. But we're taking local companies from Israel, or we have clients from the UK, from US, from Japan, from Dubai, and we know how to do e-commerce, which means if you have a product, let's say a microphone, or your headbands or your glasses, and you want to create a private label, we can give you an A to Z, let's say A to Z services to find the right supplier to produce it in China or in India or in the US. Do the brand, create your brand, ship it to Amazon, and then start selling. That's what we are specializing in. And 99% of our customers selling physical products, cosmetics and toys and vitamins and home and kitchen supplies and more physical products.
For sure. So in terms of the markets that you're serving, I mean, obviously that you're based in Israel. So do you kind of focus more like on the US market or European? Like, what does that breakdown look like?
Well, I think that 50% of my clients are local, Israeli local manufacturers and big companies. And the other 50% are divided into the Europe and into US.
Got it. So in terms of like your local Israeli customers, like obviously, I mean, Israel is like a very small country. So do they only focus on selling in Israel, Israel, or are they also like looking to sell products on Amazon across the globe?
We are dealing with selling only outside of Israel. All of my clients we are selling in for the US market. It can be Walmart, it can be Amazon. My clients also selling in Europe, in Amazon Japan, Australia, and so on. So basically, most of my clients are, are let's say cosmetics, a big brand cosmetic in Israel, reach the limit cap in Israel, and you want to expand. So, the simple step and the easiest step to do e-commerce outside of Israel is Amazon, because Amazon bring you the traffic and you don't need to create a Shopify site and bring traffic from Facebook and Instagram and email marketing and so on. But the easiest step to do e-commerce is Amazon. And Amazon also, you can be an Israeli, you can own an Israeli passport with no company, no LLC, nothing. Open an account in Payoneer, open account in Amazon, and after 10 days you have an account and you can start selling for the US market. It's
That's
simple.
awesome. Yeah. What
Yeah.
about like other platforms? Like you also mentioned Walmart, platforms like that. So how big of a channel is these like other marketplaces that are still smaller than Amazon, but obviously like getting more popular?
Well, Amazon is number one. Amazon US is bringing the main revenue for my clients. After that, it's Amazon Europe, Walmart, of course. There are other platforms like the Polish Allegro one, Target, which is also scaling, and also in Amazon and or any other platform like Amazon, Walmart, and so on, there is a cap because a lot of competitors are coming in, like Chinese and other sellers. So at the end point, I'm taking a journey. I'm taking my clients for a journey. The end point, we build them a standalone site with a funnel, with the e-commerce funnels that contain, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, email marketing. So they won't be rely only on the platform, because a single finger point, Amazon can close you from 1 minute to another, and they
Right.
can ruin your business. So of course Amazon is the biggest platform, but I have clients that are doing a lot of money also on a standalone site.
Right. So in terms of competing, right, because you mentioned obviously that you have these like Chinese sellers, oftentimes it becomes sort of like a race to the bottom, who can offer the lowest price. So how do you kind of compete with these sellers who are in China and trying to just undercut everybody that's like on Amazon?
Well, the main thing is to be special. Distinguish your product from others. I will give you an example. Let's say you are selling a spaceship or a tractor for kids. I own a private label, and we did a little exit a few years ago. So every time you can do a bundle and so sell your tractor with tractor stickers for the kids. If you are selling doctor a kit, so put stickers of, doctors and nurses appliance. So you need to distinguish your product. That's rule number one. Rule number two, you need to be a expert in marketing, because the Chinese don't have Facebook, and they don't it's very hard to them to promote on Facebook and other external places and platforms, and we can bring external traffic into our Amazon store with a lot of tricks and so on.
That's awesome. So in terms of Amazon, right, like as you mentioned, there's like a lot of restrictions and regulations. So what are some of the biggest like changes that you're seeing now here in 2025?
Yeah, okay. So let's go back to the future for 2012, 2015. And you, Dan, bring me a car sunshade or a wooden puzzle. I tell you, Dan, you just need to invest 2 hours a day and around, I don't know, $1,000 per month. And you will be probably will making a real net after produce, shipping, Amazon fees, advertising around 10K. Okay, it's again, you invest $1,000 and you can bring around 10K per month a real net. That was in 2014, 2015, and so on. The market has changed because If in the older times, after 1 month, 2 months, you can see a real net, in 2024 and 2025, it's become much, much tougher. And today, if you are open a store and a brand, first of all, you need money around 30K, 30, 40K USD, US dollars, of course. And the money, normally on average, you will see a real net between 8 to 14 months. Okay, so you
Right.
need to invest time and money. It's not, okay, let's do Amazon 2 hours a day and we will drink champagne in some beach on Thailand. No, that was, 10, 15 years before. But today the market become much tougher because Amazon open more option of advertisement. A lot of people, not only the Chinese, but the local US, all over the world, they found the magic that Amazon can bring to their life, and everyone believes, okay, I will do an income from not doing nothing.
So do you see more brands kind of going to more that direct to consumer or the Shopify website route because
Yeah.
of how challenging Amazon can be?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of people, especially in 2024, a lot of clients, a lot of brands are creating their own Shopify sites and use their own data. And because, Amazon is not transparent with the customers' emails and data. And we see in 2024 a lot of sellers that invest a lot of time and money, and Amazon one day say, hello, thank you for joining us. You have an Azamat product because it contains battery. Your 5,000 pieces on Amazon are now disabled. Start bring me, the documents. So it's killing business and it's very tough environment, and there are a lot of rules. So you need to know how to play the rules. What is changing? Amazon always changing the platform. So the e-commerce, it's a big area. You can do Amazon, you can do Walmart, which is different than Amazon, and you can do a lot of money with your own standalone site that sell, I don't know, dogs accessories and be happy. Okay, you don't need to do Amazon. Of course, Amazon has a lot of traffic. On Prime Day, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, the numbers are, I have 28, 29 customers, okay, kids age of 28 or 29 that I don't know, he's selling around, he sold in 2024 in October, November, December around $2 million.
Wow.
50,000 pieces per month. Okay, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of inventory that you need to handle. There is a lot of traffic in Amazon. This is the advantage. The disadvantage that you need to know the rules, and you always, they can kill you. Really.
Sure. Well, I guess in terms of that also, I mean, obviously AI is a big conversation for the last couple of years. So how does that kind of factor into Amazon?
Well, Amazon introduced in 2024 the Rufus,
Right.
Rufus AI, which now if you go inside Amazon, you get recommendation what to buy and the prices, and Rufus give you the summary of the reviews. So you need to know from a seller side, you need to know what is Rufus is looking. So if we once 2 years ago wrote a product title in a specific way, now we need to understand how is Rufus AI is working, and everything is changing. The title, the description, the bullet, the images, the reviews, the Q&A, AI. And we also use AI in order, today Amazon give you internal tools to create images, to create videos. Now imagine there is a lot of service area of photographers that 2 years ago, they gave a lot of services of taking images into you send them the product, they took images, and you paid, I don't know, $2,000. Now this service field is almost vanished because Amazon give you internal AI tools to create the same images. It's really, really devastating. It's devastating those service area, but it's advantage for other area. And e-commerce. When someone is saying me, "Hey, what I want to do e-commerce, what do I know? I need to know." You need to do adjusting. If you know how to adjust, so it will be good. But if you are fixed in your way of mind, it is very hard because today you can be here and tomorrow you need to adjusting, the product, the manufacturer, the platform. So it's very tough area.
For sure. So, in terms of your business, what are some of your biggest goals and objectives? Obviously, that we're still in Q1. So, for the rest of 2025, what are you kind of focused on?
First of all, my point of view for my customer is always to be honest and always to be transparent, okay? Which means if you have a client that in 2024 bought a great product and made a lot of money and something is happening, so be transparent. Don't, as a CEO, I learned, in the 20 years a lot of things. For example, when you play with customers' money, they want to see results. It's very tough to play with 40K, 50K, 60K per month. This is a lot of money. And,
Right.
do mistakes. So you need to be first of all, you need to be very expert. You need to be transparent to the customer. And I believe always, always, always share what you are doing with the customers. I develop a pyramid of project manager, and everyone know his rules, and they are the product manager are always sharing the customer. We update the images, we open new campaign, there is a problem, we need this. Always the customers want to know. There are customers that say, hey Dvir, I don't want to know everything, I want to see the numbers at the first of each month and at the end of each month. That's okay also. You need to know which customer is type A, which is type B, and which is type C, and behave like that. But again, as a service agency and a CEO, my parents always taught me, be honest, be real, and the money will come. And that's what I'm trying, to teach my worker.
Yeah, yeah. Honesty and transparency. I mean, we're the same way. It's super important. I mean, I think it takes many years to build a good reputation. It can take 2 seconds to ruin that. So I like how you're thinking.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And again, yeah, well, I want to sleep, my day schedule is I wake up, I prepare sandwich for my kids, they go to school, I went to the gym, 3 times I go to the gym, 3 times I go to running in the beach near where I live in Palmachim. I started to work at 10 o'clock. Every day I'm going to sleep lunch. Every day I'm sleeping 1 hour because, we are working with the US market.
Right,
So
right.
we are usually, yeah, so you need to build the good stuff. By the way, as a CEO, if you ask me, hey, Dvir, what is your main advice for a company or a CEO? Build a good, I have two small advices. Three.
So
One, be honest and expertise in your field. Don't do too much. If you are good on Amazon, don't do TikTok shop. If you are good on Amazon or other platform, don't try to do Facebook ads or Google ads. Okay?
exactly.
Number three, you need to build a good team. Honest team, professional, and this is very tough task to find the good people and teach them, and we can speak about it for hours.
Exactly. Yeah, it's hard to find good people. That's really good advice. So it's like if somebody watching this wanted to reach out to you, wanted to work with you guys, what's the best way to get in contact?
Well, you can find us we have a website called easycommerce.net. You can find me on LinkedIn. If you are Hebrew spoken and know Hebrew, I have the biggest community, around 28K Amazon sellers in Israel, called Amazon Beclick. It's in Hebrew, but you can find me on the social, Instagram, Facebook, and so on.
Awesome. Well, Dvir, thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you very much, Jan.